It's your boy Los. Let's get it.
Yeah, ayy. Wrist don't splash like water, ayy. Neck don't splash like Voss. Rich man saw it and bought it, ayy. Bro boy asked the cost, ayy. My whole squad go ape. Better watch who you cross, yeah. Rich man find a way, ayy. Bro boy take a loss, ayy. Wrist don't splash like water, ayy. Neck don't splash like Voss, yeah. Rich man saw it and bought it, ayy. Bro boy asked the cost, yeah. My whole squad go ape. Better watch who you cross, yeah. Rich man find a way, ayy. Bro boy take a loss.
Nigga, you a broke boy. Say you gon' rob who? That's a joke, boy. Y'all niggas don't really want smoke, boy. Say sound plugged in, he a dope, boy. Drop the birds in the water, let it soak, boy. Getting paid like me, that's a note, boy. I'm the voice of the streets, give 'em hope, boy. I'm the voice of the streets, give 'em hope, boy. Switch it up. Calamari in the Maserati. You see shouted with me, that's a brand new body. Niggas moving funny, you might just catch a body. Hanging out the window with a brand new shot. You can never stop me, that's on grandma lottie. Niggas out here geeking, really calling Scotty. Niggas say they trapping, story kinda spotty. I'm just getting money, that's my only hobby. Valentino, I ain't talking Bobby. Move around with hitters like my name was God. Sending bullets at you from a new Ferrari. You can't war with us when you ain't nobody and bro.
Rich don't splash like water, ayy. Neck don't splash like Voss. Rich man saw it and bought it, ayy. Bro boy asked the cost, ayy. My whole squad go ape. Better watch who you cross, yeah. Rich man find a way, ayy. Bro boy take a loss, ayy. Rich don't splash like water, ayy. Neck don't splash like Voss, yeah. Rich man saw it and bought it, ayy. Bro boy asked the cost, yeah. My whole squad go ape. Better watch who you cross, yeah. Rich man find a way, ayy. Bro boy take a loss.
All right, so as you can see, we're talking this afternoon. Beautiful afternoon, by the way. Can't go nowhere. It's whatever. It's another conversation. We're talking about Santiago Sayso's latest album, Atlanta Nights. I personally think it should be called ATL Nights. That just kind of flows a little bit off the tongue, but you know, it's whatever. Who am I? I'm nobody. But anyways, I for one am personally excited about this album here, and I'm gonna tell you off the top, I was impressed by it. But my love for it and my excitement for it is different than most people's, and the reason being, well, no, I'm sure for a lot of people, but mine was different. I first met Santiago back in 2006. Was in Fairbanks, Alaska. My god brother hit me up, was like, yo, Death in the Family, gotta go to Atlanta. You should come down and kick with me for the week or whatever. I'm like, bet. I wasn't doing nothing. And so hopped on a plane, got to Atlanta, and my first introduction to him was rapping. We was in the car driving down 285, and my dude was driving, I'm in the passenger seat, Fat Boy was in the back, Santiago next to him, and somebody was there was three cats in the back. I'm trying to remember, well, first I figured out how all three of them fit back there, but that's another story in itself. But I'm trying to figure out who the third was. It Malik? I don't know if it was Malik or not. But anyways, we going, and so like we did a little rap thing, you know, set up at Fairbanks. We weren't really, you know, about nothing serious, but we had like there was a track, right? So we were listening to this track up there in Fairbanks. We had rapped over, me and KJ did, and it was whack. But we did our thing, whatever, right? And so we put the track in, and I'm thinking we're gonna impress these ATO boys, right? I'm thinking they don't know nothing about this though, right? So we put the track in. Ken and I spit out a little thing, whatever. They're like, all right, that's what's up. They said, yo, rewind that bad boy. So we rewound it. Them boys got busy, yo, for real. They in the back just killing it. And I remember saying then, as I'm listening to them all spit, Santiago actually more so, I mean, don't get me wrong, everybody else did their thing too, but Santiago to me stuck out. And I remember saying, and me and my man Kay was talking about this the other day, I was like, I remember saying to them, and him as well, like, yo, why don't y'all put an album out? Why aren't y'all signed yet? It just makes more sense. I don't understand why y'all not on the label. Y'all is so dope. And that's when they opened my eyes to the whole, you know, Atlanta scene and how, shoot, everybody rap in Atlanta. And so, you know, it's kind of hard just to get on like that. But what they've done with this here, one second. Okay. What they've done with this here is, although it'd be great to be on the label, they got their own label. You know what I mean? So Forever Fly Music, ATM Music, the squad is doing their own thing as opposed to necessarily needing a major label. They're doing it by themselves, and I respect them for a salute, man. These dudes have been killing it, and I'm proud of him, man, for real. I not gonna lie, was really, I was nervous because see, I'm the guy, like I said before, those that hear my reviews know I don't listen to singles. So if you put a single out, I'm not gonna peep it. I prefer to hear the whole entire body of work before I listen to the album. I don't do singles. I very rarely do videos prior to the album dropping. I just want to hear that whole album and then make my decision off of the album, not as opposed to off of a single or whatever like that. And so when Broke Boy dropped, that's my man, but I didn't listen to it. I was like, yo, I'm good, I'm awake. And so even when Speechless dropped, I was like, I'm good, I'm awake. Didn't listen to it. And as soon as I heard, so when I heard this album here, I was able to hear, although Broke Boy was on the album, I was still able to hear the album, the fullness of it. And I was just like, yo, mixed in with Speechless, and I was just like, oh, this is dope. Like I said, it's about, I think, I'll put it right here, but it's like 6, 7, 8 songs on the album. Pretty quick. Each song is about maybe 2.5. You'll stretch it 3 minutes, whatever. But for the most part, it's pretty much get right to the point. No features. Well, there's R&B features on it, but mostly it's just him carrying each song, showing his different array of skills. Although he is an ATL style rapper, I would not put him in the category as the common ATL style rapper, and here's why. Most cats from in this kind of genre here that he fits into, right? Most cats just kind of just give you some one-liners or just throw some mediocre stuff out. Yeah, he talks about, you know, women, money, cars, all this and a third, but most dudes kind of just give you some petty verses, right? With them petty verses, they hope the track carries the song. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like D4L or you know, Ying Yang Twins or like that, they're not really gonna give you no bars. They're not gonna really give you no heat in the song. They're just kind of gonna say some stuff, some kind of clever stuff, whatever. But their whole mission is we want the club to dance. You know what I'm saying? We want people to dance in the club and so on and so forth. And so they're not gonna necessarily sit down and write bars. Most of them dudes probably, honestly, man, just go into the studio and just spit whatever come to their head and not give you genuine lyrics, right? What makes this album here different is the fact that LL says something on I'm Bad that I've always stuck to and I've always criticized or critiqued guys on this here. He says, you want to hit? Give me an hour plus a pen and a pad. I'm bad. I felt as if Santiago, I'm just going to say Sayso because that's too many letters. My man Sayso just said, yo, I'm going to give the people something they can sit back and chill on, relax on, and eat on for a little bit. I'm not going to shortchange them by just going to the booth and just spitting some corny old nursery rhymes. Nah, I'm going to give them some heat, give them some actual bars on this album. And I was impressed, yo, for real. So yeah, so the production had a down south type feel to it. Of course, you're right, he's ATL style. But lyrically, I personally felt that you could have took his lyrics off this track here, grabbed maybe not the grittiest East Coast beat, but a nice East Coast beat, put it on there, and it will flow just as smooth. Maybe a West Coast, maybe a Chicago style beat. But nevertheless, though, his style on this album here to me was not cookie cutter as opposed to the many other down south ATL, you know what I'm saying, style MCs. And I respect him for that. And I'm not saying this is my man, because anybody that knows me, I speak 100 regardless of the fact. I don't care who you be. You can be my mama. Drop an album, it's gonna be whack. I'm saying it's gonna be whack. So I'm not saying it because it's my man, I'm saying it because it's truth. I think he did an amazing job on this album. I was really impressed. But yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, I'm overall impressed with his album. The production, like I said, was pretty dope, man. And it was I think my favorite song on the album is No Risk. And Venmo. Can't play Venmo around the house. So I thought it out there. But No Risk to me was dope. And here's why it was dope. Here's why them two there are my favorite on the album. A couple other joints and I think is dope too, but them two are my favorites on the album for a couple of reasons, which goes back to what I just said about his ability and his different array of abilities, different array of styles. A lot of cats can't flow to slow, laid back joints, right? A lot of cats, and let me take that back. Cats can flow to them, but cats can't flow. Not everybody can flow to them to the point where you say, yo, this is dope here, right? I enjoyed the fact that he slowed the production down, still kept it hype, still kept it that ATL kind of style with it, but yet he flowed with the beat on such a smooth level where you were just mesmerized by his words as opposed to, or along with the production. Like I said before, you can tell a dope song is when the lyrics and the production make a beautiful marriage to the point where you can't really separate them apart. So you're not saying, for instance, yo, this song is dope because of the beat, or this song is dope because of the lyrics. But you're just saying, yo, this is a dope song because the production and the lyrics is a beautiful marriage. They're become one. So you're like, yo, I'm feeling this whole entire song. And so this, to me, them two songs there to me were just a beautiful marriage. I felt as if the producer and him were in the booth together, in the lab together, and they just like, yo, I'ma spit. As I spit, you make the beat. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure how that went down, but that's the impression I got from this. Or he could just be that dope of an MC that he just made it his own. But nevertheless, I enjoyed hearing this album here on that level. I'm just very mature album. Now, I'm going to say some things, right? And this is just my personal opinion, of course. The first song on the album, I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of it, though, but I'll put it right here. Wasn't impressed with that one. His style, a little bit, there was something about it which is off to me. I couldn't really put my finger on it. And I'm not gonna lie, when it first came out, I was like, come on, my man, don't do this. But it was a little off. There was something about it that just didn't sit too well with me. And I've heard the album a few million times. Wasn't a big fan of that one there. I was more impressed as time went on. But that song, that was a little off for me. Another thing is I wouldn't put this out as an album. This would have been a mixtape for me. Just to kind of get, everybody ready for what was about to drop. It had more of a mixtape feel to me, as opposed to a full album. Still dope, just more of I would have loved to have heard a DJ. Every time the tracks came on, by the way, like I said, production was dope, but every time the tracks came on, right, I waited to hear a DJ announce himself and announce a track, right? I sat there and I waited. It was something about the way the production was set up. It seemed more fitting for a mixtape as opposed to, and maybe not a DJ, but an MC or a host or something like that. Like I would have liked for Fat Boy, who runs ATM, I would have loved for him to have been on the intro introducing, saying Sayso, or even Sayso, because Forever Fly. I would have loved an introduction as opposed to introduction as saying, yo, this is who, not like this, of course, but who I am, who we are, what we about to do, whoop, whoop, and then kill it. And then at the end, I would love the dope outro, basically explaining the fact you just got smashed. I would have loved that. I think it would have been dope. Didn't do that. What else I like or didn't like per se? I really can't. There's not a lot that I didn't like about this album. I was really impressed from top to bottom. Yeah, really impressed, man. And I was shocked too on a couple bars, and I was shocked. My man said, "Pull the Neptune out and hit you with the clips." I don't make the gas face for a lot of ATL Jones, right? I be like, usually, like, if I listen to ATL album or ATL style album, so I'm usually kind of more so just in the gym or just whatever. I don't listen to it with the hope of hearing woo tight joints, right? And there's a few bars I was like woo on it, you know what I'm saying? So he did his thing. I was really impressed, man. I think the next album, no disrespect, this is why I'm gonna explain why I say that. The next album, it is hot. The next album I think should be called, and this is gonna sound corny, but get my point what I'm saying, like ATL Day or Atlanta Days or whatever like that. Reason being, this album here, and I don't smoke weed, but I can visualize a cat who smoked weed, leaving the club, putting this album on, and just riding down 285 to it and just chilling. Just enjoying, not a care in the world. The night was beautiful, had a great time. You're ready to unwind, but yet here's some dope production, some dope lyrics at the same time. And I just feel like this would be the kind of album that will be his style for that. This will be, although I enjoyed it sober, I can imagine a dude maybe got a little couple in inside of him and just smoking on the blunt as he's driving down 285, just getting and enjoying his life, enjoying his time, and just enjoying this album, man. Really impressed, homie. For real, man. Look forward to the next joint. Yeah, that's it. Go cop this joint, man. Do not stream it, as I say, to albums that I enjoy, that I like. Don't stream it. Don't YouTube it, man. Go buy this. Spend the money, man. Keep this money going, man. That way they can do other things. Another thing, real talk, man. I'm keep it 100, man. I'm gonna need y'all to do a better video, man. That video was, the lyrics, of course, was dope. Production was dope, but the video was whack, yo. Broke Boy was a whack video, man. I love you, my guy, but that was a whack video, bro. For real, man. The outfit, I was like, come on, G. You know what I mean? But it's whatever. Beginner. We trying new things. That's what's up. Let's get it popping. But next time, though, let's do a little bit better, though. And I got a feeling the next one gonna be on point. You know what I mean? But yeah, dope album, man. For real. Go cop this joint, man. Enjoy it. All right, y'all. Grace. Hey, yo, what's up? Real quick. completely the next day. Listen to the video before I mash it together and send it out to you guys. Something else that as I listen to the album again, checking it out. Something else I didn't like. Two things I didn't like. I gotta make this real quick. I gotta get to work. I didn't like the fact that too much auto-tune. Way too much auto-tune. I get it. I'm just not a fan of auto-tune at all, really. But I mean, it has its place, I guess. But for the most part, I'm not a fan of auto-tune. I just felt like this was way too much auto-tune. Like it was way too much. And I don't think he, like I said before, I just when I reviewed my homegirl Wade's album, when I said that if you're a singer, right, an R&B singer, you use auto-tune if you can't sing. If you ain't got a good voice, if your voice don't carry too well, you use auto-tune, you know what I'm saying? Just to, add a little extra to it, because you can't, not that you can't sing, but you just can't carry your note too good, right? And so it makes sense to use auto-tune, but if you can sing, there's no point using auto-tune, it's just a waste of time. I say the same thing for Sayso on this here, where I think his voice, his style is dope enough to carry the songs, carry the album without auto-tune, or without a overflow of auto-tune. I just felt like he put an unnecessary amount of auto-tune on this album, and that there, although he's not following the line of the cookie cutter style MCs or ATL style rappers, that they're kind of puts him into that cat or into the same category as everybody else, because Future and other folks just use a lot of auto-tune to distort their voice. And like I said, it has its place, but I'm just not a fan of it. I just think that, like I said, if you got bars already, if you got a dope style, I don't think you need it. You know what I mean? That's just me personally. And I felt that he didn't need it on this album, at least not that much. Another thing is, I'm not taking back anything I said. I still think it's a dope album. Still think, he stepped out of the typical ATL style that you would expect from a cat from Atlanta. But I know Sayso. I talk to Sayso every day, literally every day, and weird hours a night every day. But he's super intelligent dude, right? Super intelligent dude. Could really sit there and debate with you about almost any topic you want to debate with. He's not the one you want to debate with, because he will come at you with it in a way, in a not disrespectful way, but in a if we're on a subject that I've already studied, you're not gonna beat me, so just chill, fall back, right? That's kind of cat he is, and he's just a very intellectual dude. And I would have liked more of that on this album, right? I would have liked more. Not just positive, not necessarily positive, but more songs geared around his nature. More songs geared around who he is as a man, as opposed to, women, guns, cars, blah, 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 blah. As opposed to just that, I would have liked him to do, and I get it, man. That doesn't sell all the way, so I get it, I think if he was in New York, or if he was in Philly or Chicago, or even LA, I think we got a different album. Well, I get it. He's in Atlanta, so he kind of has to, sit there with that, and so, and that's what's selling in the ATL, and clubs ain't bumping too much Most Def, or Quality, Talib Kweli, not really doing that, and so I get it. I would have expected a little bit more meat from him on his bars and his conversation. Bars still dope. Just would expect a little bit more. And I'm hoping the next album gives us more insight, look into who he is as a man. We get some deeper stuff. You know what I mean? Still dope album. Don't take nothing from what I said earlier or yesterday, but yeah, cop that joint. All right, y'all. Grace.